Hello and welcome back to the Guitar Bay. I'm Takis.
I'm Danny. What we're drinking today, mate?
Today we're drinking, I think it's Irish coffee, isn't it?
It's Irish coffee.
Yeah. We still have the Tullamore Dew whiskey.
Which is Irish,
the
right?
last episode, which is
Irish
whiskey, as it says clearly on the bottle. And we've got some espresso coffee with a tad of whiskey in there.
Cheers. It's okay.
You didn't put enough whiskey.
No.
But still a bit.
Yeah. We're playing acoustics today because today's an acoustic episode. I have bought, in the new year, an impulse buy, a new acoustic because you've been looking for an acoustic. I got jealous and I bought one.
Okay. Well, that's what I know. I was instructed to do an acoustic setup today, so we jammed acoustically. Danny revealed to me yesterday that he bought an acoustic and he wanted to bring it to the bay and see if I like it. And that's all I know. That's why we jammed acoustically today morning.
So I bought it for 410.
Used?
Yes, on eBay. So on...
Hang on. 410 used on eBay. Is it a Dreadnought or is it a GA, like a Grand Auditorium or this kind of...
I don't know. I think it's a Grand Auditorium. So it doesn't have the cutaway. It's very much inspired by an artist that we both like. There may be a picture of him in this room.
Okay. So, it might be John Mayer then, but it can't be a Martin because it wouldn't cost that much, right?
Have a look. See what you
or
think.
is it a travel Martin?
You'll see. You'll see.
Oh, did you buy the mini Martin? Okay. It's a Sigma guitar.
I just freshly restrung it literally an hour ago. So it's John Mayer. It's John Mayer on a budget.
It is. It's this orchestra. It's OM, which is the orchestra model. Yeah. Which is slightly smaller than the Grand Auditorium, Grand Performance.
Okay.
It's almost the same.
Does John Mayer play a double O? I think so.
I think he has a couple, and he plays a triple O, if I'm not mistaken, which is slightly bigger. It's this concert, or grand concert shape. This is the orchestra model. That's what OM stands for. I'm pointing it to myself, which is rude. Here's the guitar.
I believe it's solid wood. A lot of it.
This one here.
Yeah.
At that price point.
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, my guess would have been solid spruce top and probably laminated HPL, what have you, back and sides. This is a dark rosewoody, perhaps mahogany, sapelli type thing. We can look up the specs.
I will post the specs.
Sigma is a very, they sell very well, especially in Germany. They're are they China? Made in China?
Yeah.
Munich, Germany, made in China. Yeah. So is it a German company then?
Sigma is a German company. So from what I actually read, it's a finger picking style guitar more than a strummy. So my Harley Benton acoustic is a strummy Gibson style songbird song.
Yeah,
Oasis
big
style.
boy dreadnought, no cutaway. No, I would say this size, the orchestra model and the Grand Auditorium models, which has been popularized by Taylor guitars, are the perfect middle ground for everything. When you do finger picking, you do strumming. You can take strumming.
It's nice.
sounds good.
That's right.
It does. It's pretty. And you got this for 410.
410
used.
delivered, yeah.
It seems unplayed.
Yeah.
I like the... I have a thing, especially with acoustics, I don't like glossy necks. I get very sweaty when I play, or generally, but even worse when I play. So glossy and sticky necks are not my thing. I want a satin, smooth, maybe matte even for cheaper end guitars finish on the neck. And this has that. It has a very nice, slinky, kind of easy to play neck. It's beautiful. Even when you play out of tune, it sounds good. don't bother each other at all.
No.
You know, in terms of frequencies, I mean, just do a strummy strum like. Yeah, different type of projection, different frequency band. This has more bass, has more, you know, more meat. But if we were to gig like this, we wouldn't
Be very
step
sweet,
on each
yeah.
other's territory at all. Let's do a trade very quickly. So in terms of it's very Martin-like, yeah. Very
So Martin,
sounding.
yeah.
This warm but never too much low end. It just, you know, campfire vibes immediately with this guitar. It's wide, it's quite wide here, and shallow on the neck and flat on the fingerboard, which is a departure I would like to make from this one. This one is that too. So I would like something more easy to play.
It's a beautiful fret job, actually. I noticed when I was restringing it, a really, really lovely fret job. Thin frets,
Yeah.
but very, very nice.
And I'm just going to play the guitar going through the pedal board into a Palmer passive DI box and just record the guitar, what it sounds, throw in some reverb, maybe some TC electronic body res, which is something I use to unpiezo the piezo of the Crafter when we play live, and maybe during the editing we can switch between the microphone and the line and maybe do a blend as well, just to see how usable this guitar can be. It's the Fishman Sonitone, otherwise known as MX, I think, Matrix pickup. It's a basic piezo pickup. It's not that expensive anyway, and very, very commonly used. Some reverb. And with some TC body res. I'll remove the body res, keep the reverb, and just to Okay, so shall we wrap this up?
Yeah,
It's a lovely guitar.
it's a lovely guitar. I'm going to put it back on the market. We'll keep to the Guitar Bay rules. It's a nice one, but it's not what I need.
It is what I need, but I need something that plays more to my, I want a guitar that, again, I'm not going to bring the Taylor story back up, but I want a guitar that I'll just take and go, oh, that's home. That's going to stay with me. This is not bad at all, but this is not me. It's there's a bit of fighting. It's a good strummer. It's actually a very good all-round guitar.
With time as well, it might get a bit better.
It will if it's a good construction, which seems to be. I like the binding. I like the work on the neck. It's beautiful. So these go for about 700 new. You say
roughly.
That's fair.
Without the pickup. Like I say, from what I read in the description, don't quote me on it, but the guy said there's only 12 of them made with a pickup.
Okay.
And I got one of them, and I really like it. I'm not much of an acoustic player, but it's going to go back on the market, and
it's neat. I like it.
Very nice.
So let's wrap this up. It's an I episode. That's why we're drinking Irish coffee.
Your favorite band with I?
I do. Have you got one?
Incubus.
What a coincidence! I played an Incubus strumming pattern a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
That was a proper coinkidink.
Yeah, they're still on the go, are they? Good band. Good band,
yeah. He plays with a nice small Guild acoustic live with a sound hole pickup. I saw them recently on television. And it was that song actually, Drive.
They played Drive, yeah.
Yeah.
That is an
He uses
song.
a small body Guild with a sound hole pickup on stage. I don't know how he deals with the feedback, but kudos to their sound crew. Yeah, Incubus.
Yeah,
they've been around for how long?
Probably 20 years. You would go there. They were in my sort of 90s time as well, late 90s, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And probably been on the go a lot longer than that. What about you? What's your favorite?
Do you remember my favorite album beginning with W?
No.
It was the album Horacle by the Swedish band In Flames. I think if you ask every second person in Greece what's their favorite band beginning with I, they would say Iron Maiden, because Iron Maiden is Iron Maiden, and they're massive in Greece, and I grew up in Greece. But I was very much into In Flames. I was gripped by this new wave of Swedish death metal, the bands like At the Gates, and then later on Dark Tranquillity and In Flames were leading. And In Flames is just like listening to Iron Maiden with slightly more modern sounds and grovelly, death metal-y vocals. I remember telling my friends that the thing that I really enjoy listening to when I was, 15, 16, is melodic death metal, and they were making fun of me. Like, what is melodic death metal? How can death metal be melodic? Well, those of you who know what I'm talking about are nodding right now. In Flames, what a great band. Horacle, Colony, Clayman, Jester Race, wonderful albums. Double guitar work, constantly, melodies with a third or a fifth, speedy drums, and where you would expect like a high-pitched vocalist or a Bruce Dickinson-type person to jump in, you have Anders Frieden jumping in with his high-pitched growls. Does that make sense? He doesn't do the deep, the death metal, very deep growls, but it's a kind of a sophisticated, high-pitched kind of thing. Great band, great live shows. Just catch some In Flames albums if you like distorted sounds and melodies and growly vocals. And Sweden.
Shout out to Sweden.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we'll say cheers.
Yeah, we will.
Irish coffee. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Back. Happy New Gear.
Happy New Gear.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
That's a good guitar, mate. Let's think about it a bit more. See what happens. Cheers, everyone. Ciao.